Let us study the subject sensors and transducers. So now these sensors and transducers are the primary elements in any measurement system. And these sensors and transducers are very essential for automation purpose. So in all the fields of engineering and in our day-to-day life, we use sensors and different sensors and transducers. So therefore, for every electrical engineering student, so it is very essential to study about sensors and transducers. So therefore, let us first study about the introduction to transducers, sensors and actuators. So let us see first introduction about a transducer. A transducer is a device which converts one form of energy into another. So this is the general definition of a transducer. So any device you take which converts one form of energy into another form is called as transducer. So there are common examples mentioned here. So a microphone is a transducer because it converts sound energy into electrical energy. So this microphone converts one form of energy into another form. So that is why a microphone can be called as a transducer. Now loudspeaker converts electrical energy or electrical impulse into sound. So loudspeaker is also a transducer. Then solar cell converts light energy into electrical energy. So solar cell can also be called as a transducer. Then thermocouple converts thermal energy into electrical energy. So thermocouple is also a transducer. Then incandescent bulb. So incandescent bulb produces light by using electrical energy. That means an incandescent bulb converts the electrical energy into light energy. So we can call an incandescent bulb or light bulb as a transducer. Similarly, electric motor is also a transducer because it converts electrical energy into mechanical energy or rotational energy. So it also converts one form of energy into another form. So these are all some common examples of transducers. So now let us see what you mean by actuator. So actuator is a device that actuates or moves something. So actuator is a device which actuates the process, or it moves the device, or it moves some process. So an actuator uses energy to provide motion. It uses some kind of energy, input energy, to provide motion. So therefore we can call actuator also as a specific type of transducer. Now we have discussed some examples of transducer in the previous case. So which of the previously mentioned examples is an actuator? So we can think, we have discussed some examples like microphone, loudspeaker, solar cell, thermocouple, then incandescent bulb, electric motor as the examples for transducer. And as I told, actuator is also a kind of transducer. But actuator is what? It is a device which actuates or moves something. So it actuates the process by using the input electrical energy. So therefore, in the examples mentioned here, electric motor, we can say electric motor as an actuator, because electric motor uses electrical energy and it actuates or it moves something. So by utilizing electrical energy, it moves, it produces kinetic energy or motional energy. So that is why electric motor is an actuator. So similarly, sensor. So what is sensor? A sensor is a device that receives and responds to a signal. So basically we can say sensor as a device which detects a quantity. The quantity may be physical quantity or non-physical quantity. So sensor is a device that detects a quantity. So here, based on this explanation of a sensor and transducer, you should see that sensors are used in almost in every aspect of our day-to-day life to detect many different quantities. So what are some sensors that you are familiar with or we use in our daily life? So very common sensors which we can come across in our day-to-day life. You can see here, human beings are equipped with 5 natural types of sensors. Eyes. So eyes detects light. So eyes are also called as sensors, because according to sensor is what? It detects something, it detects a quantity. So eyes detect light, so eyes can be sensors. Then ears detect sound. Then skin or nose or mouth detects certain chemicals. Then skin detects pressure and temperature. So all these are the basic sensors which we use in our day-to-day life. These are the natural sensors. So now let us see a block diagram of a general measurement system. So any measurement system consists of these 4 blocks, that is sensor, transducer, signal conditioner and output module. So in order to measure a quantity, basically a sensor is required. So sensor is the primary element in any measurement system. So this sensor, it detects that quantity, it senses that quantity. For example, suppose if you want to measure temperature. So to measure temperature, we use thermometer as a sensor. That thermometer, it senses the temperature. So thermometer is a sensor. So therefore, sensor is a primary element of any measurement system. Then after sensing that quantity should be converted into an electrical signal, and this job is done by transducer. So this transducer, it converts that measured quantity or sensed quantity, detected quantity of sensor into an electrical signal. So this transducer converts a physical quantity into an electrical quantity. So this is required because in order to measure any quantity, it may be physical quantity or non-electrical quantity. So in order to measure it accurately and in order to record that quantity to use it after some time, and in order to indicate that quantity, so that quantity must be converted into an electrical signal or electrical quantity, because we know that an electrical signal can be transmitted over a long distance, and it can be an electrical signal can be stored for future use. Then that electrical signal can be amplified, so it can be measured accurately. So we can do modification in electrical signals. That is why physical quantity should be measured in terms of an electrical quantity. So for that, its conversion is required, and transducer does that conversion. So transducer converts physical quantity into an electrical quantity. Then after that, the converted electrical signal must be conditioned, and that is done by signal conditioning. So here sometimes the converted electrical signal of a transducer may be very less in magnitude, very low in magnitude, so it needs to be amplified, and that job is done by signal conditioning. And sometimes the attenuation or filtering of output electrical signal of transducer is to be done, and that job is also done by the signal conditioner. So in signal conditioner, the electrical signal is conditioned. Then after conditioning, the electrical signal in its pure form and measurable form is sent to output module. So this output module may be either display device or indicating device, then it may be recording device, so it may be a storage device. So we can do any process with the output electrical signal, and that is done by the output module. So this is the general block diagram of a measurement system. So in this measurement system, sensors and transducers play very important role. So that is why it is very essential and required to study about sensors and transducers.